Hello, I'm Tori Quisling with the Center for Clairvoyant and Psychic Development in Port Washington and online. And today I'm speaking to healers, psychic tools for healers, and all of you that have tuned in are interested in the times we're in and how to manage your energy, how to help others, and how to keep calm. That's what I've been hearing from all my students and clients. And also, really, people wanting to know what's the difference between my divine guidance and just some internal fear guidance speaking to me. And the way that clairvoyance works and the way that I work for readings and the way I develop someone's clairvoyance is I teach you that it's all about learning that there's a couple ways of interpreting the world. There's a very narrow way of interpreting the world where we get hyper focused on problems and worries and fears, and we can feel them in our bodies. And then the clairvoyant way is to be able to see something out on your screen as the big picture. So we want to detach. It's like if you're a painter working on a really big mural, and you're up close and you're working on a particular part of the mural, you have to step back to see the whole picture, to see what's being created. And clairvoyance is all about that, is stepping back and seeing the big picture. So if you're online with me, please let me know you're there. And just started talking about divine guidance. I'm going to be leading us through understanding what it is, identifying it, feeling it, and then a meditation so that you can be in a place where you are connected to your divine guidance. So there's no doubt. And that's really, we have to be in a certain state to receive divine guidance. So when we get hey Lisa, so hey, when we get a reading, or we want to understand how we can be more clairvoyant, we first have to find our neutrality and step back from the painting, step back from the big picture. And the way we do that first is to smile. It's a very simple technique. It's called the smile. And so as soon as you smile, it makes it hard to be involved in the drama. You're smiling, you're detaching from drama. It's called finding your amusement. It's an ancient tool called amusement. Hey, Amy. And so it's very important to notice, and we can't even check in with ourselves unless we find our amusement. We first have to detach from whatever we're the effect of in order to look at it, to be objective, to see. And so clairvoyance is all about the ability to see the truth, see beyond the experience we're having, putting it out on the screen and being able to get the big picture. Now, divine guidance always comes from the big picture. Divine guidance doesn't come from a tiny picture. So think about when we're driving in our car and we have to go to a place we don't really know. You're hoping that your GPS that we all use now has the big picture, because we're stuck in the little neighborhood and maybe we're on some back streets in a town we've never been in and we don't know where we're going, but we're trusting that the GPS has the big picture, like several miles around us, and can see where we're going. So divine guidance is like the GPS that we're used to with our cars. And the way that we connect with our GPS, our divine guidance, which is the big picture, is to do a few things. We have to, first what we call in, hi Loretta, first what we call in the clairvoyant development that I teach is we have to be able to find our neutrality, step back from the drama, and we do that through smiling. And so if you can, bring a smile to your face and notice when you do that, what parts of your body talk back and say, oh, you can't do that. We're too serious. Something bad's happening. So you always want to just step back, because we really aren't our environment. We really are not our personality. We're a spirit having a human experience in this body. And the body's communicating with us, so we have to step back and just smile and tune into your body. And you can close your eyes because I know we're all at home now. So smile and just tune into your body and just see what parts. Like right now, I'm noticing there's a lot of energy in the stomach area. We call that the third chakra, the solar plexus. That's some struggle and fear. There's a lot of energy in the heart, where we're compassionate and feeling for others. And if you breathe and smile at the areas that are feeling tight, they start to disperse. The energy starts to move. Our healing is just simply energy that's stagnant that starts to move. So divine guidance, we're not even ready for divine guidance if we're caught up in our tiny, narrow understanding of the world. We get caught up in our attention. Uh, the way that it works is when we have our attention, that's our greatest asset, our ability to put our attention. Hey, Amy, our ability to put our attention on something is our greatest skill. It's where our energy goes and where things get created. The problem with putting our attention and focus on something is that now we have a narrow band of awareness. And so in order to get your divine guidance, which is the theme of this talk, we have to keep widening our awareness so that we can receive the GPS, the message from the bigger picture, right? Makes sense? If we're in a narrow band of awareness, we're asking and praying for guidance. We can't get the message because we're just focused and hyper focused on what we think is so important. So we have to just pull back. So we smile, and your feet should be on the floor and your hands should be in your lap with your palms up. And I'm going to give you a simple way so that you can connect with your own guidance. Because the question today really is, how do I know if it's divine guidance or just my own worries and fears that are guiding me? Most likely it's your own worries and fears guiding you. Things that we're familiar with, things that we've felt a million times before. Divine guidance is where it feels different, it feels new, feels even a little risky because it's so different and unfamiliar. And so in order to access divine guidance, you have to find your space. So you smile, you breathe, the smile pulls you out of the painting, pulls you out of the drama, unsticks you for a minute, and then you can put your attention on your body. And there's always a flow moving through your body. It just gets stuck in certain places. Worries, fears stick our flow. And so just imagine you've got a fountain coming out the top of your head and you're smiling in the middle of it. And you have fountains coming out your hands. You have your palms up, fountains coming out your hands. You look like a fantastic, colorful, brightly lit fountain. That's your energy flowing through your body. And your feet are connected to the floor, and you have earth energy coming up through your legs and then down into your root chakra, going down into a long, hollow cord, the grounding cord, into the center of the earth. You really are, your physical form is suspended between the earth, which is full security and support below us, the gravity, we never worry about that, and the cosmic energy that's above us, outside the planet Earth. And you can feel the suspension. Just let yourself be running your energy, just in flow. And just notice the parts of your body that are stuck and just smile at those parts. You don't have to analyze them, figure them out. We want to move into a place where we can receive divine guidance. We're unsticking ourselves from the narrow awareness of attention that we have, and we want to put our attention on the big picture. Because we want to be able to receive guidance from 360 degrees awareness. We want to receive guidance from way above what's going on. A perspective that's the big picture. All the way what's in front of us, all the way what's behind us, around us, everything. And then I want you to touch your crown. Feel how warm it is. I have us do that a lot because we don't have a lot of body awareness. We float. Touch your crown and just imagine that there's a beam of light. You're going to follow that beam of light in your crown. Your body's nice and relaxed and it's grounded and energy's running and safe and you're amused, and you follow that beam of light all the way up into the sky. Let's go about 30,000 feet above us, where we have divine guides, spirits that are made out of 10,000 watts of light. And then from there, when you commune with these guides, the GPS system that we're all born with, each one has it, each one of us has it, you're going to notice that the GPS system of these guides at 10,000 watts of awareness, truth, and unconditional love, you match that because that's you. You're just having a human experience. They're here to help us. You don't even need to see their faces. These guides, these divine guides that are above us, ask them to send their light of 10,000 watts into the palms of your hands so that you feel you're in a frequency of 10,000 watts of light. And anything in your body that's feeling uncomfortable just gets washed away, swept away in the light, deleted in the light, released. You've got a nice flow. And it may take a little practice because we call this a body of glass. It's a shamanic tool, it's an ancient Rosicrucian tool. We want to move into body of glass. Okay, so this is how we receive divine guidance. And so from there, your divine guidance is now ready to be received. And we want to think about the nature of divine guidance is that it is always the big picture. So whenever you get worried about something, go, oh, let me consult with my divine guidance. Let me pull back the camera, see the big picture, and see what's going on around that. As a clairvoyant practitioner, I'm trained to always pull the big picture back for my clients, students. I pull the picture back so I can see your entire aura, everything affecting you from the past, the future, everything, past lives, everything that's affecting your question. Once we connect with our own divine guidance, it's from there. Usually you feel better about your question. That simple little question you were worried about doesn't seem so important. And I find that people come with a list of questions, and once I bring them into their divine guidance place to receive in the big picture and read bigger things going on, the questions aren't even that important anymore. You have new questions. So I would say the question that someone asked me, which was, how do I know if it's my divine guidance or just my fears? Once you've connected with your divine guidance, then you know that it's your divine guidance leading you. You're checking in with the big picture and finding your space, coming back to a place where there's a flow so you can receive divine guidance. And divine guidance comes in as revelations, new understandings, epiphanies, new ideas. And it always feels good, divine guidance. It feels good. And you do trust it when you trust it. It's like following your GPS. If you're in a kind of familiar neighborhood, but then you forgot about it, you sometimes don't take the turn the GPS tells you to. And so you wonder, oh, I listened to my own fear and I didn't trust the GPS. So we want to trust your divine guidance. And then something more specific, I would be able to answer that. But in general, divine guidance, you know it's divine guidance if you've done a little process of checking in with yourself, step back from the drama, found your amusement and your neutrality, connected from your crown way up high to all the spirits assisting you, even your own source, which is off this planet, just feeling pure truth, 10,000 watts of truth. Truth and unconditional love. And it takes some practice because we tend to be distracted and we don't like to feel what's in our heart. And when you're feeling the emotions in your heart and it's uncomfortable, that's the best time to take a breath, smile, and just get things moving. Just let things start to shift and move out, not try to solve it and figure it out. Good. What I like to do too is after I have someone connect with their divine guidance, I like to pull an Ascended Master card. These are some of my favorite cards, which have to do with all the spirits that live up there at 30,000 feet within our Earth's atmosphere, here to help us with divine guidance and interpret divine guidance. It's like having angels and guides just watching after you and helping you interpret your next step and where you're headed, and giving you the faith to do that. So would anyone like that? Let's see, Loretta, I know you're here and you asked the question about divine guidance. So I'm going to pull an Ascended Master card for you. Is that okay with you? I always like to get permission live in person when I do any kind of reading. So Loretta, just type to me if that's okay with you. And I know sometimes there's a delay with our typing. And then if anyone else would like a hello, you're in the divine place to receive divine guidance, then I'm also here to to give that to you. Yay. I'm going to pull a card for Loretta for some divine guidance. Let's see. These are Ascended Master cards, so I always like, and so I'm going to just pull this card. And so this is great. This is how do you see who's up there? We have Moses, take charge of the situation. Hi, Loretta. And so as you're learning all these clairvoyant tools and understanding how to ground and run your energy and see, it's really great to just know that you have the power to listen to your own divine guidance and recognize that fears are not what are guiding us. In clairvoyant development, we learn that we have what's called pictures, old ideas and beliefs and experiences that we weren't neutral to, that get stuck in our aura. And when something comes up in life that someone says or a situation, that we say we get lit up. That picture got lit up. And so we learn how to blow a rose, release old pictures, so that we can become neutral to them. And so this looks like remembering how to get neutral to something. We call it blowing roses, releasing, grounding, finding your amusement, and remembering that you are a spirit having a human experience. So that's an idea of what we do when you want to connect with your divine guidance. You can use oracle cards when you're by yourself. When you get a reading with someone that's trained, you can get a nice hello when I pull back the camera for the big picture. And let's see if I have any more comments. Here we go. Oh, Loretta, there you go. See, now my computer was stalling, so she says, so good, thank you. We need these reminders. It makes sense. You answered the question perfectly. Ah, Amy, you would like one too. There's Ashley. Hi. Great, I'm getting my Zoom. It's working. Not Zoom, my Facebook Live. Working on Zoom now. I've got my classes and readings all going on Zoom, all from the house. Amy, yay, okay. Ooh, okay. So Amy, once you've connected with your divine guidance, this is the card that I pulled, connected to you. So finding the blessing in your current situation, which makes a lot of sense for you, Amy. Divine guidance sounds like this. There's in order, like find that, remember that. And so this even looks a bit like you, very decorative and artsy and creative. And I'm seeing that there's a lot of love in your heart that's coming through. You're learning how to let go of a lot of old debris that sits in your heart, Amy. And whenever we find the blessing in something, it's all about just opening the heart, even if it wants to close, just opening the heart anyway. We smile, find gratitude for the moment, and looking at that as a blessing, looking at what's going on as a blessing. Great. And good, Amy. Let's see. And Amy, I do have to mention the pictures that you took of the angels are just tremendous. Like I said, it looks like you could make a beautiful little book or some kind of presentation or display on the proof of angels in nature, from the clouds to a feather. Unbelievable. And it looks like the way you see the world is that when you do turn yourself to divine guidance and you take those pictures, you're helping us see the blessings in our situation. And so even by helping other people through your art, your eye for photography and your flair, you can help other people find the blessing in the current situation, and then you find it. That's your blessing, is to help other people find the blessing. So very cool. Thank you, Amy, for getting a hello here. Yay, good. I'm glad that made sense. Let's see. Ashley, you're interested, and Lisa, good. Okay, Lisa first, then Ashley. Wonderful. So Lisa, just find your space, connect to your guidance, which is just imagining our crown is at 30,000 feet above us. It can stretch. It's the crown chakra is very malleable, very stretchable. And so bring yourself up to the place where you have complete perspective the big picture. You can see your path all around you, and then you have your guides around you, loving you and holding you. And I like to think of these guides as so bright, 10,000 watts, that I'm not concerned about what they look like or anything. I just want to feel their presence and that confidence that we are not our environment, we are not our emotions, we are of a higher frequency, and we're here to bring that to help others, and we want to help ourselves too. Okay, let's see, Lisa Davis. Let's see, what do we have? I just pulled this. I always like to get Isis because I love to do my trips to the Ancient Egyptian Museum and the Met Museum in New York. Balance career and home life. And, I'm seeing that you have so many little spirits attached, especially to your second chakra. So it looks like children, pets, just a lot of energy moving through your lower body. And, asking for help more looks like it's very important. Um, just getting some assistance from the people around you. Um, and there's something about uh, the environment, your house, um, creating a really clear space um, where you can feel that you can ground. And so, even if it's a room, if it's an area of the kitchen, I'm seeing for you, your guidance is to clear a space for yourself that it can't be invaded. It's just for you. Um, and there's an altar and all your special things. So especially because you have a lot going on, you're very active in your second chakra, your female creative energy. And so immediate guidance would be like that feng shui, clear space. There's some great books on learning about feng shui and understanding the placement of things, and it looks like it would really help you. Let's see, so Lisa, and good. And so let's see, I'm going to do Ashley next. Ashley, all right, let's see what we come up with here. And Ashley, you're connected to your divine guidance. We stretch our crown all the way up outside the Earth's atmosphere to just feel connected to Source at a big picture level. And then these are who's there. We get Thoth or Thoth, Thoth. That's the writer, the Akashic Records keeper. This is the scribe in ancient Egypt that appears in the Book of the Dead as the spirit that takes notes on everything you've ever done. And Ashley, I'm just seeing that you have so many life experiences, even at your young age, that have been very deep, and writing them down, because when we get this right, when you get an order to write, there's no other sentence, just write. So journaling, write something down. I even see you creating, it's like you have a lot of writing in you. I don't know if you've already started a book, a journal book, but there's something about the way your writing comes out, like calligraphy, or just very neat with pictures, with illustrations. You have a real clever mind. And when, as a writing teacher that I've always been, it looks like you have a really interesting voice in your writing when you start to write a lot. So that's a nice message from Spirit right now. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. Okay, Ashley. And let's see, who do we have next? Oh, there's Jennifer. Hi. Let's see. I'm going in order of people asking. Jessica, wonderful. Jessica, it looks like you're connected to Spirit. When we connect to our divine guidance, it's not in our body, and it's not just in our mind and our thoughts and in a book. It's coming right from your direct source, and just feel your crown chakra connected up there. And your body is clear and ready to receive, and you're amused, so you don't know what to expect. It's very spontaneous too, divine guidance. All right, Jessica. What we got. I love her, Kuan Yin. She is this beautiful Chinese goddess that grants you all your wishes. She says, yes, you can have whatever you ask for, but first you have to let go, because it's like you have a limited amount of space of things carrying, and when you want something new, you have to let something else go. And let's see, Jessica, I'm looking at, um, hmm, you're being asked to let go in your divine guidance, let go of some projects that just didn't go over well. Like you even have a little guilt or shame about some projects that didn't finish or didn't go well, according to other people or your own judgment. There's a lot of judgment that sits on your shoulders about some projects that didn't work, and you kind of beat yourself up for it. And so we all tend to do that. So I even see, whenever I do reading, I always work with my healing guides, because I see you need some help getting some of this weight off your shoulders so that you can really start to be excited about some new projects, because you're a completely different person than the person you were when these things were going on, that just didn't end up the way you wanted. It looks like a lot of people interfered. Um, just wasn't what you wanted. It's like when we get together and team up with other people to do a project together, and it just falls flat, or it just lasts for a little while and then it ends, and there's no need for it to go on longer or to regret or have shame. So this is great. Let it go. And Kuan Yin, I have a little statue of her because that's a great reminder, because we start to ruminate, and just let it go. It's all exactly as it's supposed to be. Yeah, good. There you go, Jessica. Okay. And Jennifer, yay. Hi, Jennifer, out in Arizona. Yay. I didn't know if you got home to Arizona, but good to see you, Jennifer. So have you in your divine guidance. Wow, the cards just dropped right off of me. Let me just grab them. Excuse me. Ah, Jennifer, there's a lot of energy in your space. It looks like you're healing a lot of people as usual. I bet you've got your phone ringing off the hook because you're a spiritual leader. A lot of people are plugged in. So let's see what your divine guidance wants to do to help you today. Because really, this live that I do is for healers. What are our tools? Because then we got to go back out and help everybody that needs us. And Jennifer's a powerful spiritual leader. You get Hilarion. You know what I like about this guide, Hilarion, is that it sounds like hilarious, laughing, and health and healing and amusement is all about that. If you're amused and laughing, then you can't possibly be serious and holding energy. Your body won't hold energy. It just can't do it. Actors learn that the body's like an instrument, and whatever motion you make in the body, an emotion will match it. So if you're slumped over and your chest is in, you're going to start to feel bad. If you push your chest out, like, you're going to start to feel proud and strong. You've got a big smile on your face, you're going to just start to feel happy. You're going to start to feel more relaxed. So Jennifer, I'm noticing that the people that you've been especially healing, like close family, um, are really attracted to you right now because of their fear. So you are providing, this is a validation card here, you're providing this health and healing, and you are an amused person, and you understand the big picture, and you pull people out of their myopic fears, because I see people, oh, I'm afraid of toilet paper. I mean, whatever we're afraid of. It's very, very narrow. And so as a really competent healer, Jennifer, I see you really pull the picture back and just, present that health is that the whole person, not this one little thing happening. So good job. You're getting a message from your guides that keep going, and you know what to do. Wonderful. And let's see. You're welcome, Amy. And Tracy. Absolutely. Hi, Tracy. Let's see. So, what I always do when I'm delivering some guidance with cards is that it's really you pulling in that guidance, and I like you to be in a receptive place. So, just to repeat, we always and as you're listening to this, because you get a healing, if you're on this Facebook Live, it's because you have matching pictures with other people. So, their messages are your messages too. And we're all helping each other. That's why we happen to find each other at the same time right here at 1 o'clock on a Friday. And ah, Tracy, just to find your space and your energy's running. Imagine you have fountains moving through your body. So your heart is open and ready to receive, big smile, and your crown chakra is connected to your highest divine guidance above you, like stretched. And we always ask divine guidance, please let me know how you're directing me, guiding me, showing me, validate me. Guidance includes validation. Like, keep going, you're great. We need somebody to say that, because the people that are hurting around us that we're helping, they're just not qualified to validate us. We have to get validation from each other as healers and our guides. Okay, let's see. Tracy, I'm going to pull a card for you. There we go. Well, you got a very similar card to Ashley. You got right. And, for you, Tracy, I'm seeing you have a lot of information in your crown chakra, lots and lots of it. And it comes like off the top of your head. So we call that claircognizance. And this is a real connection to your Akashic records and some information that you can channel. So you are a good channeler. I'm seeing you're a good medium, and you can take some of this connection that you so easily do. I see you see images of angels and beings around you, and even spirits, to see spirits, and you can channel through. We call that automatic writing. I'm going to have a workshop on that in a couple of weeks on a Tuesday night online. But you can definitely find your favorite pen. When we do automatic writing, you dedicate one pen to doing the writing and one book to doing the receiving. So then you can start to write some messages. But Thoth, or Thoth, the Egyptian scribe, is here for you, wanting you to bring messages through you. And it looks like it's very helpful to artists, creative people, validating that we are moving forward as a group. We're not going to be trapped or stuck or limited. You have messages of hope and expansion. Very good. Hey, Tracy. Okay, so let's see. Who do I have next? Let's see, Jennifer. Oh, good, Jennifer. That made sense in your reading. Great. Thank you, Loretta. And let's see, who do I have next? And, yes, Mindy. Hi, Mindy. I'm so glad that you joined again. I'm getting to know you through the Facebook Lives. So just like we've been doing, Mindy, as a healer, you're just letting your hands be open, your feet on the floor, letting fountains run out your hands. Your crown chakra is connected to source, guidance, and I like to call that guidance 10,000 watts. And the more that we just contemplate the idea of being at 10,000 watts of light, the more your body makes room to let that happen. Okay, so when you contemplate something, you start to be it. Okay, so Mindy, I'm seeing you are quite a healer, so I look forward to seeing what your guides want to help you with today. I see you help a lot of people too. Okay, so these are the guides that are up there. This guy looks pretty serious, Melchizedek. He's talking to you about the spiritual law of attraction. There's you are a very light being. You're like the little fairy. Whoops, little fairy in this picture with wings. You have a very light energy, and it looks like the people that you heal, people in your family that you're taking care of around you, neighbors, it's like even the neighborhood you're in, looks at the spiritual law of attraction like karma, like, it is what it is. You do this to me, I do this to you, eye for an eye. It's very heavy energy that you're managing. And, I see that you are working overtime, soothing people, calming people down. It's like a masculine anger that comes through your entire aura that's not yours, and you're doing your best to manage that and even try to figure it out. So I'm seeing a message here really is to, when you find a place of retreat, finding a place that I see those flowers, they would call, or those plants called lamb's ear, and they're like these leaves on a plant that are really furry. And I remember being a kid, and even now, I like to, if I see a lamb's ear plant, I want to touch it. So anything that's going to let you pet it and touch it and it's furry and soft and comforting is going to be supportive of you because you're managing a lot of very heavy duty stuff. My goodness. Um, and so your guides want to make sure that you recognize that all this energy that's moving through you isn't yours and to let it go on through and to find things that are comforting, soft and comforting, because ultimately you are. Those are things like you, and that's why people are attracted to you. Good. You're doing great. Okay. You're welcome, Ashley. Hey, Val. Ah, good. I'm glad that you're watching. Um, and good, good, good. And let's see, Jill. Yes, absolutely, Jill. Oh, you're welcome, Tracy. Jill, you'd like a card too? Okay. And okay. Jill, as I remind each person, you're just going to find your space. You have to be in a place to receive, just like you're in a personal reading with me. So you want to be in a place to receive guidance and contemplate 10,000 watts. We think of our spine, our spinal cord, like a filament on a light bulb. And some light bulbs are for 60 watts, and if you put them in a socket that's for higher, you can blow a fuse. But everyone that's on this Facebook Live with me has the capability in their filament to be at 10,000 watts. Otherwise, you just wouldn't be on here. So just smile and let 10,000 watts come through your body. It's just going to let you get a big boost, high frequency, and then extend your crown all the way up, really up near the ozone layer. Let's stay in the Earth's atmosphere, but these guides are here with us, but they're really high up, so they have the full big picture of our life, and they can give us the best directions and guidance. Okay, all right, Jill. Ooh, it feels like it's this one. Ah, okay, so Jill, you got this one. Horus, which is another Egyptian god, represented by that eye, the single eye. And this is a real clairvoyant psychic card for you, Jill. You're seeing the situation accurately. You have the energy of being a counselor, where you have a lot of intelligence and cleverness behind your communications. You're a mediator, a counselor, very intelligent. And I just see that you're getting a message from your guides that whatever you know how this is actually the true question, like Loretta asked, how do we know if our divine guidance is true or if it's just our inner workings here telling us something? Well, it looks like, Jill, you have a lot of connection. You do a lot of energy work, and you are getting right now a confirmation that a lot of what you are seeing and thinking about when you look at people and situations, they're telling you you're accurate. Like, keep going, because you've been working this. And I talk to all of you healers. The time is now. We're being called to now come out of the closet, come out from under the rock, of like saying, "Oh, I'm a healer. I'm a light being, and I believe in these things." Well, now's the time to actually do our thing. And we're getting support from each other, but everybody's scared. Everyone's in the dark because it's unfamiliar. And a lot of times people have been praying for time alone, praying for no traffic on the roads, and here we are. What do we do when we get something answered? And then there's this fear attached to it. So we're here to interpret things. And so I like this Horus coming out. Horus is who we pray to be able to see the truth. This is the clairvoyant card, and it looks like you have this ability. You're getting a real kudos, a real compliment and validation today from your divine guidance. Very good. It says you are seeing the situation accurately. Very nice. Good. Okay, very good. Ah, you're welcome, Tracy. And Sharon, fantastic. Okay, Sharon would like a card. I always make sure you want this. I wouldn't do this unless I guess it's requested. I teach all my students we don't do unsolicited readings. Those are for TV. We only just when someone requests one, because then they're prepared to receive, like I'm preparing you to receive. So Sharon, I'm so glad you'd like a hello from your divine guidance. I'm going to assist you with that. So make sure you found your space. You got your amusement. It's not about being serious, because if we're serious, we just really can't let anything in but our narrow view. So smile, pull back, get the big picture, ready to receive. And often if we let the energy that we're receiving be really wide, infinite, we're going to take from the quantum field, the infinite, then we're going to get some new ideas, new emotions, something unfamiliar. Why else are we here? We don't want to just have the same stuff all the time. Okay, Sharon, thanks for being here, and I pull a card for you. Well, this is interesting. I got matching pictures here. I'm pulling similar cards. I'm shuffling, but I'm pulling. So, Sharon, you also got Moses. Someone else earlier got Moses. Moses, take charge of the situation. I think these are the times. This card is just permanently going to be out. Take charge of the situation, Moses. Split the water. This is kind of biblical, this big thing going on our planet. And we do want to keep our amusement, stay alert, stay aware. And Sharon, you're also a spiritual teacher and leader, and you're being asked to come up with ways for people to understand this so they can be soothed and calmed. And just take a deep breath. Your mom's in your space. I have to say hello to your mom, and you're quite a healer of your immediate family, but you're also a guide for others. So I'm just gonna say hi to your mom, use my healing guide, and just give her a separate space outside your heart because she's very running through your heart. And so take charge of the situation is take your space back. Remember what you know. Remember who you are and not to be afraid, because when we're run by fear, then we can't find our joy and our happiness, which is our choice every single minute, every day. We can find our joy. We don't have to live in an outside fear that coming in. Okay, wonderful, Sharon. And just going to honor your mom and some of her pain that you've been managing. So we're just going to, you're doing a great job. And mother-daughter relationships can feel very heavy and very full of obligation, and it's a heavy contract. But you're taking charge of finding your space and separating, but in a loving way so that you can each have your space. Very nice. Okay. Very good. That was Sharon. Oh, you're welcome, Mindy. Hey, Arlene. Oh, good, good. Yes, Arlene, absolutely. Okay, Arlene, good to see you. And Arlene, you know how to find your space. And so find your space again. And you have such a great smile. Arlene has one of the best laughs and smiles. And she's a great healer. Oh, we'll take a deep breath and just touch the crown, all of us, and we're going to connect to divine guidance. It really just takes practice to feel what it's like to just be at this level. In fact, some of the great teachers that I like to listen to, Deepak Chopra and Carolyn Mace and other teachers, just say you should just walk around in a state of prayer, like constantly in an awareness of being connected to your higher source, so that you're always vision being pulled up in the big picture, not falling into the paint, falling into the drama. Okay, so we want to hold our space. All right, Arlene, I'm going to pull a card. I'm mixing them. I'm really mixing them. But you can see we have matching pictures, it's called, things that we have in common. So some of the similar message cards come up, but it's a different message depending on the person. It's never just the same message. Ah, Arlene, you got twin flame. And a lot of people wonder about this twin flame thing. Soulmate, twin flame, but Arlene, for you, your twin flame, I'm just noticing that you have really, this is in regards to your sister, because you're very connected to your sister. You know, our siblings, family members, children can be a twin flame. And twin flame doesn't mean that you're only half of yourself and they're the other half. It really means that there's a mirror person that really lights you up, that challenges you. And it can be a really tight and close relationship, but it also can be, oh, it can really pull you and grow you and be a little turbulent. But I'm seeing that you're really sending healing to your sister right now. I'm seeing that you're matching her, like right in your stomach area and your esophagus, your breathing area. And so I'm going to send my healing guide to you and your sister. There we go. Just going to send energy and light to you and your sister. I don't know if you're together right now in this shutdown that we're in, but I just, your guides would like you to know that the spiritual relationship you have with her isn't just an ordinary one. It's very extraordinary, and to treasure every minute and to uh, basically accelerate the healing and the clearing between you. Okay, very nice. Say hi to your sister. Okay, very good. Oh, and Sharon, you said, yes, your mom is on the other side, but is always with you when people read you. Well, yes, you're still in a state of forgiveness and releasing anything that happened that you weren't con comfortable with or were clinging to. So let it all be well. All is well and all is as it should be. And your mom is in a very bright light. Mhm. She is with you. Wonderful. Okay. And let's see, would anyone else like a uh, card today as you connect to your own spiritual guidance? Wonderful. Okay. Well, I would like to end this Facebook Live session today with a vision. I'm going to play this bowl that opens up our sixth chakra, brings us up to the crown, and see a vision of a world that we're in that is of cooperation and light. Oh, good, Arlene. Yes, I do. She's home. Okay. Yes, so your sister's there. And Jill, oh, good. I'm glad that made sense. Um, really, there's a world that's being created for us, a vision through the news and through all this fear that says that things are going to get worse before they get better. So let's hold a vision. We're all healers here. And if we're at 10,000 watts of light, we're holding a pinpoint of light on this planet, each of us. And let's imagine that thousands, hundreds of thousands of other uh, spiritual seekers like us are at their 10,000 watts of awareness and light and truth. And we're going to all join together. I'm going to play this sound and imagine that we can look back at our planet and see all the lights on this planet lighting up. And we're going to sweep the planet with healing light and create clarity and a quick recovery from this event that's going on. Breathe, and let's see that we're a point of light. And let's look at the planet and imagine hundreds of thousands of other awake, aware spirits, all connected to this earth, holding light of truth and love. And that is enough to heal every being on the planet. And we stay with our divine guidance. Keep your crown chakra high, you're amused, your energy running. And remember to always pull back and see the big perspective, the big picture. Okay, I have classes and readings just like this online. I have a school, the Center for Clairvoyant and Psychic Development. We have classes twice a week and we all meet together, and I teach you tools, I teach you how to read others from this big picture perspective as a clairvoyant, so past lives and the future and everything in between, and also workshops on Tuesday nights. I have those available on many different topics, so toriquisling.com, so check it out. I'll put a link down here below. All right, have a wonderful Friday and weekend, and really take advantage of this extra time that is gifted to us, and we continue to send healing and light and a powerful vision that the planet is recovering quickly from this. Okay, all right, have a great day.